We got Dubali. We got Dubali now. I need that Salini. Got Dubali. I need Salini. We got the Dubali. I need the Salini. Dubali. And I can say it because you can't jinx me, you can't click me because it's done. It's a done deal. Dubali. Signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Stevie Wonder, what up, baby? He's here. Done deal. This is a very good signing. I'm going to just break things down. So just really bear with me. But off the bat, this is a really good signing. But I want to come in here in the most objective, footballing, analytical way. So to be fair here, so we'll look at the good, the bad, and so forth. But off the bat, it's a very good signing because he's a very good defender. He's a defender that I like a lot. He's a defender who I've been looking at for a very, very long time at Napoli. And I said, this guy is a really good defender. And let's address the whole Rudiger thing. Because you see, for Chelsea fans, you have to keep it a stat, because there was some kind of discourse about how Rudiger was overrated. He was not really that good. He was crap before Tuchel got there. Rudiger, who cares what he was before? But before, he was okay. He wasn't great, but he was okay. But without Rudiger, Chelsea don't win that UCL. Remember, it was Rudiger's incredible pass to Pulisic in that first leg that got the goal. It was Rudiger's insane block on Foden in the final that was critical. If Rudiger doesn't put that block, Foden scores. That's a fact. So let's keep it a stack with what Rudiger did for Chelsea and how pivotal he was in that UCL run. But if we keep it real, Koulibaly is a better defender. He just is. And I think Koulibaly is a guy where if you put him in a back three, you put him in a back four, he'll be fine, because I just think his intelligence, his composure, his reading of the game, his ability on the ball, his 1v1 the defending, his ability to command and understand where he needs to be positional-wise. He is just an all-round quality defender, and especially in the modern game when defenders are required to now bring the ball up, try and push the midfield up higher, and defenders are not required to be much higher on the pitch. He fits in perfectly. He fits in great, because I'm sure for Tuchel, what he wants are his defenders to bring the ball up. That's why he's looking for a Kimpembe as well. We'll get there. But let's keep it real. And I think the question that people ask is this maybe too late? Should he have moved earlier? And that's fair. Koulibaly in 2022 isn't what Koulibaly was 2017, 2018, or so forth. Because there was a point in which I would argue that he was one of the best defenders in the world. Because at least top 5 best defenders in the world. And many people thought, oh no, this guy should leave. And there were many guys looking for him, whether it was a Real or a Barcelona, because he was that good. But Napoli were like, this guy's too important. Okay, fine, we'll lose Lavezzi, we'll lose Jorginho, we'll lose Cavani. We cannot lose Koulibaly because this guy is far too important. I think for Koulibaly, he embraced the support that he received. He liked it and so forth. But I always say that in club football, you don't have to be loyal. Club football, you're a mercenary. You have to do for self. Because the club you play for isn't your family. It isn't your country. You're not indebted to that club. That is just your workplace, and you can move from one job to another job, just like regular people. So I felt that Koulibaly messed up not moving earlier. But the flip side is Chelsea have gotten the defender now. So, and here's the thing. Even if he isn't as good as he was, we're dealing with defenders. Let's go back to the 90s or the 2000s. A lot of the defenders, their peak is 30, 31, 32. The defender is an older man's game. You see, back in the day, the attacker, the midfielder, your peak is 25, 26, 27. But for a lot of the defenders, whether it was Maldini, Costacota, Baresi, and so forth, these guys were still top defenders deep into their 30s. So now, add in better dieting, better healthcare, nutrition is better. Attackers are now they're peaking their 30s. What do you think that'll do for defenders? Look at Thiago Silva now. Thiago Silva is pushing 40 And you would argue he is one of the best defenders in the Premier League. So I think for the age is not an issue. I still think that the guy can still play very much at the top level. So for Chelsea, it is very important because, look, of course, you want your attacker. You want your goal scorer. You want your star player. You want your Hazard. You want your Drogba. You want your Zola and so forth. You want these kind of guys. But what do we say? Attackers may win you trophies. Defense, that's what win you championships. And you have to start with a strong defense. Losing Christensen, losing Rudiger, losing Azpilicueta, that's major. And I'll keep it a stack. Koulibaly is better than all those three dudes. Let's keep it real. Christensen, for me, I never rated the guy. Like, all he is just a good ball-playing centre-back. He's good on the ball, but I've never rated him as a defender. Rudiger, I think, under Tuchel, superb, absolutely amazing, world-class. I have questions as to how good he is in other systems. He's still good, but just have queries. Hence why it'll be interesting to see what he does at Real Madrid. Azpilicueta is a damn good defender. I think Koulibaly is just much more skilled. I think there is just more to Koulibaly's game because Azpilicueta is very limited as a player. But Koulibaly is the kind of guy, when you just watch him on the ball and how composed and relaxed he's on the ball and how well he can bring the ball up, I think you will see a vast difference because I think Rudiger is pretty damn good on the ball. But I just think when you just see this guy bringing the ball up, on the ball, and you just look at how relaxed he is with the ball that you don't really get with many defenders, then you'll see, oh wow, this is a huge, massive difference. And you look at a lot of goals that Chelsea conceded, it was just a lack of quality defending, a lack of reading of the game, a lack of composure. And look at what Van Dijk has done for Liverpool. Like, you have to understand that the defenders, those are the guys that make you win games. You see, attackers, they can score you goals and everything, but remember, you can't score 3, 4, 5 goals every game. Sometimes I can only get that one goal. But if the defender can say, just score, thou shalt not pass, that's how you win in games. How Liverpool were successful. Of course, Salah did his thing. All these guys did their thing. But it was Van Dijk's leadership that's really set things off. But the beauty here is, see, I don't know whether Humber is going to go a back 4 or a back 3. Because if he's getting Kimpembe, are you now doing a Kimpembe, Koulibaly, Thiago Silva? Personally, for me, I want a back 4. I want a back 4, Chilwell on the left, Rigi on the right, Thiago Silva and Koulibaly in the center. Then you now have a deputizer. I don't want it to be Kimpembe because that guy is error prone. So for me, Kimpembe, nah, I don't like that guy, so no way. But if you can give me Thiago Silva and Koulibaly in the middle as a partnership, I think that's great. Then you now have to go out and just try and get a good younger defender. De Ligt, I have questions. I have questions on De Ligt. I still have questions about that. But no, so this is great. And here's the thing. Given the captain's armband. Yes. You see, for me, I believe that the captain should be Thiago Silva. The deputy captain should be Koulibaly because it's a long-term contract, so he's in here for the long haul. I think he should be the deputy captain. For me, I'm not one of those guys about, if you've been in the club for a long time, that means crap to me. So for me, don't give it to Jorginho. No, I told you, this is where me and Chelsea fans will fight. I've not rated Jorginho. I've never rated the guy. I rated Jorginho at Napoli, sorry, but even if I rated him, I didn't even rate him that highly. I just think that, look, man, Thiago Silva and Koulibaly, this is now the backbone of this team. And you look at Van Dijk is the backbone of that team. He is the structure, the nucleus just keeps it together. And that's what you have. Back in the days when Milan were playing, the backbone of that team was Baresi. Then it was Maldini. Look at Italy 06. The backbone of that team is Cannavaro. That defender, that is the solid rock that you have to give your team the personality to. So when you're in those difficult matches, Koulibaly will be like, guys, come on, hold fort. We have that 1-0 lead. We're going to hold fort. We're not going to concede. Let's say what's up. See this out. Get that dub. So now, it's all for my good friend to try and get me some other attackers because I need that attack. Again, look, Raphinha, it was an L. Fine, I hold my hands up. It was an L. People can laugh at the video and so forth. This is what it is. So as much as that was an L, this is a dub. Raphinha, was an L. This is a dub because this is a quality player. So what I need is an attacker, okay? I need that attacker. I need that Salini. We got the cool. Get it. We got Dybala. We got Dybala now. I need that Salini. Got Dybala. I need Salini. We got the Dybala. I need the Salini. Then we can talk.